All right. Welcome to the RPL Season 5 Draft Podcast. We're going to be going through all 14 teams' draft and giving feedback and thoughts. And so I am Contranaut, or Ben, and I am joined by Jahken.
Hello, I'm Jahken.
Hello. So we'll just start.
Alright, let's see.
Well, yeah, first, actually, I wanted to maybe just talk about a few Pokemon that aren't drafted yet, and I think the best undrafted Pokemon is Milotic. I just really like Milotic, but...
I can see that way. Empoleon's an interesting thing that hasn't been drafted for me yet.
Yeah,
I thought Empoleon would have gone.
Okay.
But when things like Alomomola have gone, but Milotic and Empoleon haven't, it's a little interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yes, we will discuss that in a second. It's alright, Mark.
Anything? I can't think of anything. Hydreigon wasn't the top of my list, but then
I came along and took that. Of course, I did.
Yeah.
An interesting thing I found wasn't grabbed was Metagross. That was an interesting.
Yeah,
I honestly thought Metagross was grabbed. Other than that, everything I thought would go pretty much did. Some things I didn't expect to get drafted did. Like I was very surprised to see Chestnut get into the draft. I was also very surprised to see quite a few things actually. But Chestnut was a bit of a surprise. Meloetta was not a huge surprise, but at the same time, it wasn't something that was at the top of my mind. But then there was things like, Whimsicott, fair enough. But then Lycanroc Dusk getting in was a big surprise. That was I have no idea why you grabbed that.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a few things.
There'll be a few things there that just don't make sense.
Circuitry wasn't drafted until today.
That's because Circuitry has to compete so hard with the other electric types. The other electric types just do its job better.
Electric types just are not that good anymore, I feel like.
Except for good old Tapu Koko, kind of runs the electric game.
Alright, yeah, but let's just start, because it'll take a while to get through. So, I guess we're just going to go in order of my rankings, both Jahken and I.
Your rankings. We'll discuss them as we go,
did rankings.
So...
wrong document. But yeah, we both got number 14.
Which is unfortunately because he did have to draft last. He got the last pick of everything. It is a shit position to be in. But even then, some of the things he's grabbed, Mega Steelix, for example, I have no idea why you grabbed that, my friend. Thank you, Mark. I hope he wins as well.
Isn't drafted yet in terms of Megas? Maybe Mega Gardevoir or something, but
Mega Alakazam wasn't grabbed either, so I grabbed regular Alakazam instead. That was an OU missing as well, yeah.
Well, he can't have Mega Alakazam now.
Well, no one can, but Mega Venusaur and Mega Alakazam weren't drafted when I came to draft. And that was a surprise to me. They're both so good.
Yeah,
and
I agree. I had Mega Alakazam last season.
I understand Floppy was in a shit position, but everyone... Frostlass as the first grab was interesting. I get,
it doesn't matter what order he does it.
Yeah, true. But Sigilyph, everyone knows how to deal with Sigilyph now. Like back in Gen 5 when everyone first saw it, they didn't know what to do against it. But now we all know, just phase it out, it'll disappear. Otherwise, Breloom's strong. Breloom's a good grab. Porygon 2 is another good grab if it can get hold of its Eviolite. But essentially what he's going to have to do is spread status throughout the opponent's team and then clean up with Staraptor at the end.
Yeah, very lacking defense, I feel. And
very offensive.
Speed is understandable just because fast things go quick.
Yeah. But I think Mega Steelix, he's going to have to get rid of Mega Steelix. It's such a big hole in his team.
Yeah, and... Yeah, one thing though, I said that he has too much special offense, I feel. Not enough physical offense.
Well, Staraptor carries most of his physical offense, but Breloom's there as well. So Breloom and Staraptor are pretty good.
It's just that it's pretty
unbalanced. Perhaps a switch to Mega Aggron would be a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be at least a little bit of an upgrade.
That'd be a really good idea, I think, for him.
Alright, we'll move on to my number 13 and Jahken's
number 4. Number 4
might be the biggest discrepancy.
That's one of the biggest discrepancies in the thing, yeah.
It's a 9
number
13.
I have Ildo at number 4.
Ildo since you really like his draft.
Look, the reason I like his team so much, it may have as we've discussed already, may have an interesting Edgequake weakness, but you can't ever underestimate the combination of Tapu Koko and Kieran Black. They've paired with each other so fucking well. They take care of everything that you just need them to. Lando T
They
even
have a
has to
common
be careful.
steel weakness, though.
Say again? I didn't hear that.
They have a steel weakness.
Tapu Koko does not have a steel weakness. What are you talking about?
Oh. Electric resist steel? Oh, man.
Electric resist steel, yes.
My type chart. Alright.
And Victini also resists steel, so the three of them together, that's actually a really good combo. Throw in the fact
his
that
offense
Megapin
is great. It's
yes, but
fantastic.
he does have to remember. He has to remember to keep rocks off the field though, because his team fucking hates rocks.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the best removal either.
He's got Tapu Koko for the defog. He's got that.
And Serp, but they just aren't good defoggers.
Yeah. But
yeah, his team hates rocks, and it's just like he doesn't have. I mean, he doesn't necessarily need that much defense, but he has like just Gastrodon.
He's got a lot of bulk. Kieran Black carries a lot of bulk. Don't forget that. But no, honestly, Tapu Koko, Kieran Black will do lots of his early game, and at the end he'll clean up with Mega Pinsir or Superior.
Yeah.
If he plays right.
The other thing I found is that if he is facing a bulky team, he has very little setup options.
Mega Pinsir, are you kidding?
Oh wait, was that the wrong?
Are you reading the right one? Mega Pinsir, the single greatest swords down setup sweeper in the game right now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And Serp, I don't know why I said that actually. You're right.
No, you've got plenty of setup.
Yeah, he's got enough.
If I made any recommendation to him, what the hell are you doing with Lycan Rock? Get the fuck out of there.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Lycan Rock Dusk is not great. It's not great. Get rid of it, mate.
Yeah. It's a great offensive team if you want to play that way, but I just feel like if you
as we've discussed, you have a problem with
for his Pokemon, you can whittle it down pretty easily.
As we've discussed, he's a problem with Edgequake. So maybe get yourself something that's off the ground that also isn't weak to.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe try
him. I just brought two really bulky defensive things with Edgequake, and
I'm thinking maybe get yourself a Violite Gligar in there instead.
That's almost what I brought. I thought about bringing it in a scrim.
Yeah. Otherwise, I like Yildo's team very much, but obviously you and I completely disagree on that one.
Yeah, I think it has a big Edgequake problem, and yeah.
Right, moving on to Pepsi.
Yeah. So I've got Pepsi 11. Jahken has him at 12, so we agree.
So we agree pretty closely. He's towards the bottom there. The problem with Pepsi, the problem I find with Pepsi's team is 4 of his 9 Mons are completely shut down by Taunt. 4 of them. That's not good. You can't have 4 members of your 9-man squad destroyed by Taunt. The other Pokemon in your team, Mega Charizard-wise, is a hugely exploitable weakness in Stealth Rock. Porygon Z just needs to be phased out and it's not a threat anymore. Haxorus, 1 Fairy or Steel type in its way and it tends to crumble. Lucario, it can go mixed offenses, but it's too slow to really keep up. Crobat is going to be the MVP of his team, getting rid of rocks off the field as well as taunting other people.
One of his only speed options.
Yeah, Crobat is going to be carrying his team the entire time.
Yeah, I agree. Crobat's like the one thing that stands out on his team. Yeah. And also, he has a really bad electric weakness. He needs to get a ground type. He absolutely needs
to get a ground type in there fast, and he needs something that, I don't know. You traded Suicune for Tapu Fini. I think you got the raw deal then. Tapu Fini would have helped your team immensely.
Yeah, I mean, he's got great defensive options already.
Switch out Cofagri just for a more offensive ghost type is what I'm definitely going to tell you. If you want to use a ghost type, go for a more offensive one. Get rid of Yugi for a good ground. There's things like you can still set up Stealth Rock for it. A good ground type can probably help you out there. I'd recommend maybe even go down to PU and grab Mudsdale. Mudsdale is a very underrated threat, and in this league, Mudsdale will actually do quite a bit of damage. So, yeah, that Suicune, Umbreon, Cofagri, and Yugi, they're all completely shut down by Taunt. You can't have that big of a weakness. Just one move. You just can't.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got some good Mons, but, yeah, the synergy just isn't really there. I don't know what else to say.
I honestly don't either.
I do like his defense. I think Kofag is a good defensive wall if you want to use it like that.
But at the same time, like I said, Taunt shuts down most of your team. It
Yeah,
might
but
be
you're
better.
right.
Umbreon is keep Umbreon for it because Umbreon can do a whole lot of damage just with punishment alone. But Porygon Z, if it gets phased out, it becomes dead weight. So you gotta try to do your best to use Crobat to taunt the phases, get Porygon Z, and then set up. That's the best way you're gonna be able to do anything.
Yeah.
All right, moving up the list one more to the Haunch.
To Haunch, I have him at no, I have him at 11. You have him at 12.
Yeah, so you and I switch Pepsi around.
Yeah.
But no, we both agree it's a very linear team. It really needs better defense or something faster. It really does.
Exactly.
You've
Even
got
more.
Latios.
I mean, it's
You've got Latios.
linear.
Latios is great. But at this point, Mega Gallade is carrying your entire team.
Yeah.
And I mean your entire team. It really is.
Yeah.
Volcanion was an interesting first round draft. I absolutely would not have picked him as a first rounder, given what else went in the first round and what went in the second round as well. That was a ballsy move. I don't know what happened. Maybe you saw Magina get grabbed and you got a little scared and decided to grab something that resists steel 4 times. But Magina still learns Thunderbolt, so that didn't work out.
Yeah, I think Jahken said it best. It's very linear. I think if he doesn't change anything, it's going to be very predictable week to week because I don't see a lot of combinations that are going to work for him. He's going to have to bring either some defense or 2 or 3 Scarfers because he needs.
And we also both agreed that Chestnut needs to go. You don't have enough flying resist to get away with that Chestnut. So get rid of Chestnut. Throw in maybe Metagross. Your team could really use Metagross. Maybe drop Electros for Galvantula so you have someone to set up Sticky Web for you. And then after that, I don't know what else to do. Manaphy is a good sleeper threat if you can get status off your opponent. You get Manaphy in and then again get a Tail Glow up. But otherwise, Manaphy tends to get pushed to the side pretty easily.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, and he actually sent both of us
some ideas that he had, yeah.
Or free agents that I think would improve his team a lot. But yeah, I guess we won't talk about those yet.
Yeah, don't want to help too. Yeah, but everyone figure out what he's going to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So next we had Dax.
Yeah.
This is another one of our huge discrepancies.
Yeah. So I have him at 10, and Jahken has him at 3. So what do you like about Dax's team?
One second, I gotta remember which one it is because the names are different on the thing I'm reading. Dax is yes, that one. Okay, that is Dax's team is honestly one of the strongest in the competition. Celesteela and Garchomp make a stupidly good core. Mew can do just about anything. Mega Metacham is the strongest wall breaker in the game right now. Mantine's your defogger, can also set a score if it needs to. Nihilego can set up stealth rocks for you as well as absorb toxic spikes. Raikou is one of the best assault vest users. Azumarill is Azumarill. I don't think you talk about Azumarill. The only flaw I have in the team is that Heracross is completely outclassed by Mega Metacham there. You might want to check out Heracross for a different bug type.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
But honestly, that team is very, very strong. I honestly think it's one of the strongest teams. I'm very surprised you put it at 10.
Yeah, so, well, first of all, he's got, just a slight electric weakness with it. Obviously,
Raikou and Garchomp make up for it.
Whenever you have a 4 times weak wall, like Mantine, you're going to carry a lot of electric coverage.
Well, he's got Garchomp and Raikou, so I think he's actually done that quite well.
Well, yeah, he's got his resist, but he's also got other weaknesses. But the biggest thing I saw is that he's just stacked on the physical offensive side and not so much on the special offense side. I mean, Nihilego and Raikou are fine, but it's just not.
Celesteela can also run special, don't forget. Celesteela and Mew can both go special offense.
They could, but...
They're both very versatile threats. He's actually done very well. Celesteela and Mew can run so many different sets. They're very hard to predict.
Yeah. And his speed's alright. It's not quite...
His speed's pretty good. It's not the fastest out of any of them, but he's got a few priority users to make up for it.
I guess it doesn't stand out to me. Yeah, I definitely agree that Heracross can be switched out for something.
Even honestly, if we need a bit more speed, try and get Durant in there instead of Heracross.
I'd try to go for like a grass type. I think.
A grass, you reckon?
Because that gives him
Sceptile, maybe.
Resist.
Sceptile, would you say?
Sceptile. Regular Sceptile?
It's fast. He needs speed.
I don't think I've ever really seen a regular Sceptile put in work.
I have. And I've been playing just third gen, so that doesn't count.
I mean, if you want a fast grass type, maybe Shiftry, but that's not the best either.
Shiftry's not fast.
It isn't?
Shiftry's got base 80, man.
Okay. That was fast.
Jumpluff is the next fastest grass type after that, and Jumpluff is not worth grabbing.
Yeah.
I love Jumpluff, but it's not worth grabbing.
I guess it just doesn't stand out to me, but I can see your point with the Celesteela Garchomp combo.
And they'll do Celesteela Garchomp will do all the damage, and then Mega Metachamp will just break the things that they can't. It's a really good.
I just feel
it really
like
is.
if you bring two physical walls to his team, you can kind of get around his threats.
Garchomp can get past physical walls with Swords Dance, so there's a whole lot of things he can be doing. The thing about Dax's team is that so many of the mons there can run so many different sets and get away with it.
That's true.
His unpredictability is what makes him so strong. So honestly, I think he's a lot higher than you put him.
Yeah, okay, I could see him being a little better than I put him, but I guess we disagree there.
Fine.
We've got Selt next. I have him at 9. You have him at 7.
Yes, which one's?
At first, I was thinking that this is actually a pretty good team, but then I noticed that he has one special attacker, which is kind of a problem. I don't consider Whimsicott a special attacker.
I actually don't see a single special attacker there.
Yeah, well, a level 9-tail.
It's a support. The thing though is he's actually grabbed the super powerful core of Zygarde and Mega Gyarados, which is one of the best defensive cores in the game right now. And even if you are a physical wall, Gyarados can break straight past you if it tries. So it's just very strong. That's why I've got but I agree, it lacks a lot of versatility, that team, and it has an odd number of stacking ground problems. But
yeah,
Alolan Muck and Skarmory also make a great defensive core, but Stack Attacker is completely misplaced on that team.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really like Trick Room teams at all, but it works for some people.
It does, but the rest of his team's not. Half his team is slow enough to get away with Trick Room, the other half isn't.
I guess, yeah, I mean, you don't want, like, everything to be below 40 base speed, but...
And if Stack Attack is your only Trick Room setup, I wouldn't recommend going Trick Room.
Well, no, he's got Whimsicott, and he's got, I think... Is that it? Just Whimsicott and Stack Attack?
Honestly, I'd go Whimsicott with a Tailwind instead, just to make Mega Gyarados that much more threatening.
That's true. Well, yeah, he also does have that option. I mean, I really like the Pokemon on his team, but together...
I do too.
With the lack of speed and...
Yeah, they don't mesh well.
Yeah, they don't mesh well. I agree.
But, except for Zygarde and Mega Gyarados, they mesh perfectly, so well done there.
I mean, the thing is, you know how he's gonna play, but I think if he sets it up right, he can be really successful.
Honestly, if he gets the Aurora Veil up and then a Tailwind up, he'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, well, he's got the hazards too with like the Suicide Lead Skarmory.
Yeah,
and then
he does. He is
9-tails, and then he just sets up Trick Room and sweeps you. But
that's why I've got him a bit higher than you do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how his team would be successful, but it's predictable, and it's just not. Yeah, the synergy isn't there.
You've also you're another person that has to be wary of Taunt, yeah. And even then, Whimsicott has to be careful of pranks the Dark type. Dark type, and they're not caring. So.
Yeah.
All right. So Cowley.
Yeah, we have.
Cowley. Yeah, you and I have Cowley just about the same spot. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 and 9, so that's good.
My problem with Cowley is I really don't see the team synergy. I don't know what he's doing. I see Tyranitar, Gliscor, Heatran, great. That's a great sand core. But then you've got Mega Swampert, who's a rain sweeper, Hawlucha, who needs terrain to succeed, and then Mamoswine, yeah, cool, you can throw it in there, but then you've got Weavile as well. Weavile and Mamoswine essentially do the same job.
Yeah, and he's going to trade Weavile, but yeah, I mean, he was good idea. Draft, so it's understandable that his team's lacking synergy.
Yeah.
But the mons he has...
Keep building the sand team up, man. You're on the right path. Keep building the sand team up.
Yeah, sand team. Or if he wants to go with if he wants to go with Mega Swampert, he could trade for Pelipper. Because I don't know if Squishy really wants to keep his Pelipper. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess, but did you maybe just grab the Mega Swampert just to make sure no one else can grab Swampert? But even then, that's wasting your Mega slot. But Yeah, otherwise it's a very solid draft. It really is. Toxapex is, the best wall in the game right now, and you just grabbed it straight away. Good on you. I'm surprised no one else grabbed it before the draft was over.
Eh.
Tyranitar's always been good. No one can deny Tyranitar's still good. Patron, fantastic. Gliscor
Yeah.
works very well with Tyranitar.
Yeah, now you have Gliscor with Defog and Toxic Heal.
Yeah, exactly. So, your Sandcore is really good. I don't know what Holutra, Mega Swampert, and Weavile are doing there. And Goodra.
He covers that ice weakness with Gliscor really well. Pretty much, he only has one other ice weakness, and like all of his Pokemons resist ice.
Exactly, so Mamoswine resists exactly, and Tyranitar resists ice, almost resists ice.
And Heatran.
Yeah.
Heatran Quad.
So keep building that Sandcore, but I think Mega Swampert's a no-go. You might want to switch out to a different Mega, or maybe not even use a Mega if you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to use a Mega. Yeah, it has potential with just a couple switches. So
get rid of Holucha. Holucha needs terrain to succeed, and the only terrain set that's going to succeed getting off is Tapu Koko, and it can't fight Tapu Koko one-on-one. It just can't. If Tapu Lele was in the game, I'd disagree, because he can jump around against Tapu Lele and not worry about things, but yeah, against Koko, no.
Yeah. Alright. Well, that's good. We've got Paul at 6 and 7, so we also agree. Obviously, fantastic bulk.
Oh yeah, easily the stall team of the competition. That's for sure. My only big problem is a complete lack of power. You've got Bisharp, fantastic, but Bisharp is obviously there to absorb the defogs that will inevitably come your way, because you're definitely setting up hazards, and that's a great idea. But at the same time, there's some things there that don't need to be there. Toxic Croak, I don't think you need it there, because Tentacle will absorb the toxic spikes for you if they show up, and getting Rapid Spin the other hazards away. Go for honestly, the strongest fighting type you can get instead of Toxic Croak.
I was thinking the same, a strong fighting type. I thought Commander wasn't drafted, but it is drafted. Maybe even like or something.
I was thinking Mienshao. Mienshao might really suit your team as a late game cleaner after all the scoring zone. Seriously.
Yeah, drop Toxicroak for Mienshao. Get something else with power.
Talonflame's good to keep.
Talonflame good to keep. I'm happy set up with Sword Stance, and it can be powerful, but
it's just not the thing. It's just not the beast it used to be. It just really isn't. So Talonflame you can keep, because you can still spread off Will-O-Wisps and stuff. It's still pretty handy that way, because it's very fast.
Yeah, that's true. A bulky Talonflame.
But again, you can Wisp Roost. It can do that, and they can throw out Flynium Z priority moves. So hang on Talonflame. I'm cool with that. Quagsire, obviously Quagsire is there to stop the setup sweepers. That's fine. And Bisharp, it's there to absorb your defog. So that was a good grab. So well done, Paul. I'm very impressed with you. Very good.
I don't look forward to playing the Sableye Chansey core.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about that pass for myself, actually.
Yeah, no, it's a solid draft. Just get one or two more power mons. And
switch out that Toxic Croak for a Mienshao. You should be good, man.
Yep. Maybe see if there's anything else with power. I'm not coming up with
maybe Machamp, maybe Hariyama if you want to absorb some status.
Oh yeah, Hariyama's pretty good.
Hariyama and Machamp can do that for you. And sorry, I took Conkeldurr. Ha! So you can't have that one, but you can have the other two.
Okay.
Right.
We have Crownful next. You have him at number 2. I have him at 6.
I love Crownful's draft. Really? It's good. Right.
I mean,
Magearna off the bat carries teams, so well done.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the best mon in the draft.
Yeah, you got the best one. Done.
But
Rotom Wash, there's your defogger. Fantastic. I love Rotom Wash. It's going to come back to OU, I reckon, just because of defog. Mega Diancie, it works alongside Magearna pretty well. You got to be careful of the ground weakness there, but that's what we've got Rotom Wash for. Now, Blacephalon, I have never used Blacephalon successfully, so I can't tell you what to do. I know people do use it successfully all the time. I just never have. It's obviously your powerhouse killer, probably your late game cleaner there. Tangrowth on your team is a bit of an odd choice, because it slows your team right the fuck down. It loses valuable bloody momentum. It really does. He just sits there and then gets out of a regenerator and switches something. I don't know. I think Tangrowth brings your team down a bit.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I think this draft's a little better than I thought at first. I mean, the first thing I thought when looking at his draft is that he doesn't have much of a defensive core, but he doesn't really need it necessarily.
No, he doesn't need it. With Latias sitting there, you don't need a defensive core. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I would I don't know. Trying to think. I mean, I don't see really what Meloetta does.
Melwetter, I wouldn't say Melwetter. I've used it very successfully in the past. It can do, obviously, the Assault Vest set's very popular, but the other common sets are, Calm Mind. But you can go for the Serene Grace Relic Song switch to the Pirouette form, and that's a whole different beast. So, Melwetter can do a lot of things. It's very unpredictable, so I'd hang on to it.
Yeah, he's got a lot of threats, both special and physical.
Diggsby's another one. Quick attack, choice band, whatever. You can get choice scarf, earthquake. You can do rock polish, swords dance. Diggsby can do a lot of things. They're all physical attacking based though, so he's a bit one dimensional that way. Infernape is one of the better late game cleaners in the draft, just because
it has. I'm not a big Infernape fan at all, but it definitely, if nothing else, it is really fast.
And there's Latias with your healing with your roost, your annoying stuff that it can do. Just got a powerful dragon attack if you need it. Honestly, the only thing I'd say to get rid of is your Tangrowth, because it just slows your whole team right down.
Looking at it now, a defensive ground type would be a little bit, just because he's got like 2 Volt Switchers and Blacephalon.
I was actually thinking switch out Tangrowth for a fast U-turn user, but it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, U-turn would be good.
I'm just trying to think, what U-turn user would you like? I don't know, it's a hard one to fit. Let me have a look.
I'll trade you Tangrowth for Delmise if you want.
Shut the fuck up.
I love Delmise, but it's not a Tangrowth.
Yeah, no. Okay. Let me have a look. What's a good U-turner? I can't think of any off the top of my head. Oh well. We'll sort it out later.
Yeah. So that's Crownful. Now I've got Jahken at 5.
I've got me at 13.
At 13. I don't know why you don't like your draft.
I don't.
I think you have some great mons, especially for drafting late. Yeah, the first thing I thought was that you don't really have a great physical wall. You have Mega Venusaur, but you don't really want to use that as a physical wall, in my experience.
Depends if I'm versing, whether I'll use it as a physical wall or not.
Yeah, I mean, that's right, but from what we've seen so far, it seems like people have more physical offense than special offense.
They do. The one thing that I do know my team's going to do well is take status and not care. There's a lot of things there that don't care about getting status. So using Thunderwave and Toxic against my team is almost good for me.
Yeah. No, you have some great power and speed.
Yeah, I don't know. What I was trying to go for. The thing with my draft is every single one of those Pokemon is not good all the time. They're all good situationally. That's the problem I've got. They're all good in certain situations. I've got to create the right situations for them, and that's the hard thing to do. They all require support.
Yeah, that support isn't necessarily there. You've got the Klefki, but I don't know.
That's even just supporting each other through typing. Tornadus and Mega Venusaur have good typing coverage, but I don't know. Magneton's just there because I know Steel would fuck me otherwise.
You got Magneton, boys.
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, with a 9 Pokemon draft, you're probably going to be bringing some things that are out of place once a week, but at least it's a sack.
Donatan's there just to break through walls. That's the other reason I grabbed it.
Well, Darmanitan? Darmanitan's good.
Yeah. Donatan's very, very strong, but he's very one-dimensional. He does one thing and one thing well, and that's hit things. Cloyster, I can work around. I can use it as a physical wall if I need to. I can use it as the Shell Smash Reaper. I can use it as my spinner if I need to. It can do a lot of things.
Yeah, we'll see how you'll be able to use it. With the Mystery Mon, you have options too to support your Pokemon and.
My Mystery Mon will always be Magikarp, so everyone knows.
Oh.
Fucking kidding, no one do it to you. Alright. Enough about me. Let's move on.
Alright. I've got Muck at 4. You've got him at 5.
Yeah, so pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, Muck's got a lot of nice setup. That's the first thing you think of when you look at Muck's
He
draft.
definitely does. He does. The one thing I really like about Muck's draft is just the amount of options he has. He can change it at a moment's notice.
Yeah, he can just bring in like 3 setup Mons and just break through with 1.
And of course, he's carrying the really scary Imposter Ditto, which means other setup sweepers against him aren't as favorable. He's going to
Muck uses
disincentivize.
Ditto better than anyone I've ever seen before. He almost always has it on his team. So
yeah, I almost always have it on my team, so that's how good. I know it's that good, but he's got a lot of options. He's got Katana, who's gets like a truck for no reason.
Katana, I think, is a little bit pigeonholed just because it's one of the fastest things on his team, and I think at week to week it's gonna have to be just a fast.
It's gonna have to keep coming.
But it's still good. It's good at that. So
yeah. There's Megazord X, who after one Dragon Dance pretty much slaughters the entire tier. So that's a great grab. Excadrill, they're just spinner. You're gonna need it to keep Megazord X healthy.
Yeah, and I should have banned Gigalith, but yeah, he can also bring Gigalith as his Mystery Mon and have a surprise Sandrush Excadrill.
That's true.
Which is kind of scary.
Yeah, that's true. But obviously Excadrill, is your rapid spinner. He's a great offensive one as well. He hits really, really hard without any setup. Yeah, Excadrill's great. Dragonite. Dragonite's Dragonite. Come on, what can we say? You can abuse fucking multi-scale with weakness policy. You can just go for a choice fence if it wants to. You can Dragon Dance up if it needs to. Has extreme speed. Great grab.
Yeah, so the few problems I found is that he's got a little bit of a fighting and fire weakness.
Are you high as a kite?
Huh?
Are you high?
No, I mean he's got resist. I'm just saying it's good coverage on his team.
1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 3 fighting resists, and it's 1, 2. Not trying to be that guy, bro.
I mean, I don't. It's just like whenever you see a Blissey, you're gonna bring fighting coverage. And like I said, when you have a wall that's weak to a move, and then you have other things on your team that's weak to that same move, it's kind of just.
Yeah, but Blissey and Among Us is such a good call. So.
Yeah, his defense is also like I don't know. From my
if I'm honest, I don't think we're going to be seeing.
He likes a lot of defense, so it seems like his defense is going to be really predictable and limited, but.
I don't think we're going to see much of Blissey and Among Us. I think he honestly drafted them to stop other people from using them against him.
I think he's bringing Blissey every single week, honestly.
Honestly, I don't see a reason not to use. I don't see a reason not to use those top 5 and then Diddle again. I really don't.
Oh. All right. I just don't think it quite fits his playstyle.
Blissey and Among Us, we won't see much of them, I think.
All right. So finally, we got to number 3. I have myself. You have me at 8. So why don't you start?
I do have you at 8. Hold on, it's on the wrong thing. I'm going to read it. There you are. Done yet. Okay. Right. The problem I have with your team, it's a very simple problem, is you've grabbed things that don't make sense. You've got to... Greninja's fast, don't get me wrong, it is fast, but outside of Protean, it wouldn't be even UU. It's really not great. You've got Delmise. I don't know what you're thinking. I really don't care. Honestly, I just replace Delmise, please. Kyurem, I've seen it do good things. That's fine. The one thing I do agree with you is that if I'd been in the draft, you wouldn't have got Megalophony. Not a fucking chance. I would have gotten Megalophony.
Yeah,
I would definitely grab Megalophony first. Absolutely. That was a great grab. Zapdos, another great grab. There's your Defogger, Steel Killer, Rooster, Defensive Wall. You can do a whole lot of things with Zapdos. Jirachi is the flinch-hacking bastard we all know he is. Fantastic. Even though Thunderwave got nerfed, Paralysis got nerfed, Jirachi's still really good. Hippowdon obviously is there for, setting up your stealth rock, getting your phasing going. physical wall, good choice. Floor just pairs really well with it. Entei, spamming Sacred Fire with Assault Vest. What are you gonna do? It's beautiful.
Huh.
But the one, the three bottom, so the two of the bottom ones and Kieran, they let your team down just a bit.
I don't know.
And
I think I agree with you that if it was Greninja with just Torrent would probably be like RU, but I've seen it do really nice things in the draft leagues.
It can throw out spikes. You can throw out map block. It does a few good things.
It's a nice toxic spike lead, but
yes, but it's also very, very. Otherwise, it's very underpowered, and it just doesn't do much else.
Yeah.
So the other thing I noticed with your team is that fire is not your friend. Fire does not. You do not like fire.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed that a little bit when I was Screaming Muck.
I'd absolutely keep Entei. Entei's great. But if you don't need to use Greninja, try and find something else. You've said a few times to a few people that you want Milotic. Maybe you do.
I could see Milotic on my team.
Yeah, and just I don't care what you replace Delmise with. For fuck's sake.
I love Delmise. You
can
trap things with Anchor Shot, and then you can. Like...
Yeah, cool. You have to catch them first. You're slow as fuck.
Right. I'll look at that.
But Delmise, look, it's a Ghost Rapid Spinner. That's a cool niche. Don't get me wrong. That's all it's got.
Yeah. Well, I don't really need a Rapid Spinner. I don't know. I just wanted a defensive grass type, I guess, or more defensive grass type.
There are better ones.
I'll look at that for sure.
Yeah. If you definitely need a defensive grass type, maybe something else.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
I
don't know what else to say about my draft. I like it, but I think I have maybe one too many like fast things like Greninja.
Yeah, Greninja doesn't need to be there. No, it doesn't.
Or like, yeah.
But otherwise, you wouldn't. If I'd been in the draft, you would not have got Mega Lopunny. Not a chance.
So excited when I got it.
I would definitely grab that.
Yeah, it's so good.
All right. So moving up to Kells. You and I both agree he should be near the top.
Yeah,
so
I've got him two. You've got him.
I've got him as one. Yeah, strongest draft in the game in the league, in my opinion. He's got the incredibly good core of Lando T, Mega Scizor, and Tapu Bulu. Then throwing Clefable and then Keldeo as well. Yeah, nah. Magnezone takes care of what they can't, and it's just done. These top six are just possibly the best team anyone's going to have in the entire game.
Well, yeah, he's got some great mons. The biggest problem I have with his team is that his speed isn't great. After Keldeo, he drops down to like, what is it, Landorus as the next fastest thing.
The Mega Scizor's Bullet Punch. Don't forget about that. That's a speed.
Well, okay,
that's
sure, but
the interesting thing I saw was Buzzwole when you've got Mega Scizor. That's a I don't get it. I don't understand why you need Buzzwole. If you want to use him, if just you want to, cool. But you could do absolutely anything. But that said, like I said already, I think your top six is all you're gonna need.
Yeah, no, his core right there is fantastic.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
He doesn't have really much of a wall, but that's not a big concern.
Mega Scizor can be. Mega Scizor absolutely can be a wall.
Well, it's
more of a tank, but it can defensively wall up. Lando can also wall if it wants to. Clefable can also wall. Tapu Bulu can't. Tapu Bulu is offensive. And use it that way because, oh my god, good, yes. Tapu Bulu and Mega Scizor are such a good combination, except for the fire. That's why we brought Keldeo, so well done.
Yeah, I think it's an excellent draft. I would just maybe get one more fast thing, is my one concern.
Yeah, if you need, just find something else fast. But honestly, Kel, you're pretty set. I won't be too worried.
Yeah.
I've got nothing more to say, honestly. It's a really good draft.
Yeah. He just got some insane value for his picks.
He just got, because everyone else was grabbing other things, But I feel like someone should have stopped that from happening, but no one did.
Yeah.
I wasn't here, can't blame me. You can't blame me for the All right.
Our final one, I have Squishy at number 1, and you have him at 10.
I have Squishy at number 10. This is the biggest.
One of our.
That's huge. That is huge. All right, let's talk about it. So why do you think it's
Squishy? I think he's got a great bogey offense team. The Reuniclus is excellent. Crocodile, he made the trade for Tapu Fini. And he's got the speed. with Terrakion, Tornti. The Pelipper, I agree, is a little bit out of place. Well, yeah, maybe a lot out of place. I mean, he can set up Thunder for Thundurus.
That's great, but Thundurus is powerful enough to not need to run Thunder.
Yeah, no, I agree. He should probably trade Pelipper, but
Yeah.
you know, he doesn't need to bring Pelipper if he doesn't want to. He's got enough other threats. Yeah, Salamence is great. Weezing is also, yeah, I feel like he could have gotten a better mod in that position, but Weezing definitely.
No, I actually understand why you grabbed Weezing.
Yeah, no, it fits his team really well.
Yeah. But the reason I've got you at number 10 is it's almost completely riding on Pelipper, but it's riding on a few other things too. Pelipper teamed with Crocodile, Terrakion, and Rotom Heat is the silliest thing I think I've ever seen. Why would you bring rain to three things that hate rain?
You're focusing on the Pelipper, man. He's not bringing Pelipper.
Okay, don't bring the Pelipper. That's what we're definitely telling you right now. Don't bring that Pelipper. As for the Reuniclus is really good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see how it fits with the rest of the team. You've got your strong special attackers. You don't need Reuniclus.
I mean, he's got really one other special attacker, Thundurus, and Reuniclus and Thundurus are very different. One's slow and sets up, and you know.
But Thundurus hits so much. I don't see Reuniclus. I don't know why Reuniclus is there. I really don't.
Really, as
for Crocodile, it's you fucking idiots. Ooh, yeah.
Muck, I know he doesn't have a Mega, but that doesn't matter. Megas aren't the
best Pokemon
in the game.
He doesn't need a Mega. Yeah, he can get a Mega if he wants. He's allowed to get one. He doesn't have to have one. Yeah, Terrakion is a great mon, but Crocodile and Terrakion together, I don't know. I've seen everything go wrong for Crocodiles in the past, and I just don't.
Really?
I don't see.
I've seen him. He often has Crocodile, and I've seen him use it really well.
Not to mention, you've already got Moxie Salamence. You don't need Moxie. Salamence has Intimidate and Moxie, and outclasses Crocodile just about everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. Those are a little bit similar.
Yeah, and they're both weak to ice. Like, nah, Crocodile is an very odd choice there. Tapu Fini, you got it for Suicune. That was a great trade. You really ripped him off, but yeah. Yeah, that was a great trade for the Tapu Fini, but I don't know. There's something about the team that I'm seeing. There's something exploitable about it. I can't even explain it. Like that's what I was saying. There's a priority weakness, a huge priority weakness. Thundurus, Ice Shard, Crocodile, Ice Shard, Terrakion, Knack Punch, bloody Rotom Heat, bloody nothing. Salamence, Ice Shard again. You know, I don't know. I don't think the team has as much synergy as you seem to think it does.
I definitely think that he could use one more wall. I think he was kind of drafting Pelipper as a defensive mon.
Yeah, nah.
I definitely dropped Pelipper for something, but
yeah, we both unanimously agree. Drop Pelipper, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I think it's really great. I think it's he's got things that he can switch in. You know, he can switch his offense in to threats and counter them really well. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I really like the Pokemon on his team.
My idea to boost your team up: change Reuniclus for Mega Gardevoir. I think it'd be a really good idea. Brings back some speed and some power. Also brings Wish Passing. It's not a bad idea.
I really like his Reuniclus on his team, but
you and I definitely disagree on Reuniclus then. Yeah, I think Reuniclus is really out of place there. That's alright.
Okay, well, that's our picks. We agreed on most things, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, you and I disagree on squishy or
huge disagreements. So.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.